We're here in Coburg, Ontario, about to go on a quick factory tour for Activation products. We've been in this location for 10 years, moved in here in March of 2014, and we are positioned on Lake Ontario, so it's a very beautiful location. Rochester, New York is exactly 45 miles across from where we are now, and this building was built in 1990 and it's been upgraded significantly. It is all certified for CGMP production, registered with Health Canada site licensed, and also registered with the FDA. We've had multiple audits and passed with like a 97% score. So we worked very diligently to make this a state-of-the-art facility for a small company. This has been a big task. So one thing we like to do at Activation is have some fun with our employees as well as our affiliates. We have some affiliate reward programs, and we purchased this boat in 2018 to be able to take clients and affiliates up to our island in Georgian Bay. And to make sure it's a safe experience, it's essential that you have a very high quality vessel to go in. So even if something comes up at 2 in the morning, we can always get somebody into town. So one of the things we did with the building in 2018 is we wanted to prepare the building for energy. And a lot of people think there's not much to it, and I wouldn't have believed there was something to it unless I would have seen it. So you can see these different mineral rocks that we have here. These are very special dielectric and piezoelectric mineral rocks. They come from the Canadian Shield up north in a place called Bancroft, Ontario. Sure that everything was energetically set up. And this gentleman who I know, Alan Reed, does earth acupuncture. And he can go along and show all the breaches. Because we're on the lake, there are many water channels that come under the building. He did 27 different areas where he put a tube, a copper tube with piezoelectric and dielectric minerals that come from the same place as here. And he totally cleaned up and healed all the breaches from the lake that came into the building. And immediately it shifted the energy of the building. The building has many different things within it. It's got shungite all over the place as well, just to keep the energy inside the building good. So all the energy outside the building and the property was essential to have, just to have the right vibrational energy for all the products. All right, let's go in. This is the front entrance. This is where we have some of our products now. We're doing a rebrand, and this shows the original labels that we're using currently. And we've spent a few years doing a complete rebrand, which will be rolled out pretty soon. It's one of those things where it takes a little bit of effort to see what people are really looking for in a product. So this building inside the building, it took around $7.5 million worth of setup for building this. This is all from Europe. It's high care clean rooms. I just want to show you what we're doing with this equipment in our labs and clean rooms. So come on, let's go upstairs here. This entire building is full wash down, stainless steel, hermetically sealed, electrical. You can do anything with this as far as keeping it super sanitary for food production. What we do use this for is secure storage. So in here, there's a room that we can log. This has extremely valuable different powder blends that we're working on, a product line. It has a bunch of Ayurvedic blends for energy, meditation, sleep, that kind of thing. We have a small lab, and all of our production is caught. We save it for 5 years. So each production run we have, just to meet all the requirements for CGMP, we keep a sample from every single shipment. So this is our iodine room, and we have a proprietary way of taking an I2 molecular USB grade crystal little prill and converting these into gas and infusing it at 300 parts per million into medical grade water. It's actually a very simple machine. It's not overly efficient, but it makes absolutely pure medical grade water. And we use regular city water that comes in. We put a sediment filter, a softener, reverse osmosis, and then it goes up through a UV. And then the ultimate thing is the grinder. Grinder devices here are what makes the water structured and optimized. It comes out of Austria. And that gets the water ready to receive the elements that you put in there, whether it be iodine or magnesium. Those are the two product lines that use this water. Come on in here. This is where we have been producing the magnesium product Ease for the last 10 years. And we use these tanks. We have to make batches. It takes 12 hours to make a batch. And in between those two tanks is another piece of intellectual property. It uses a jet engine technology. It has to run for 12 hours. So once we take the highest grade magnesium chloride hexahydrate, which is the purest form, it comes out of Europe. There's only one company that makes that. And we put it into a tank and run that for 12 hours, and that becomes a batch. And then that goes into these tanks over here for storage, and then we put that into bottles from there. All right, this is where we do most of our bottling. We have a fully automatic bottle filler and capper and labeler here. And this one we can do around 5,000 to 6,000 bottles a day of our smaller size product, and around 2,000 to 3,000 bottles of our large product. And when you come down this way, we have peristaltic fillers. So right now we're doing an iodine run. That's a little bit slower. We have to fill 4 bottles at a time here. We can then process it through here. It goes, puts the cap on automatically, and then it labels it automatically. Over here, when we do very large runs, we just fill all the bottles and then we put it through this automatic labeler. So we just feed it in that and it comes out. If we have to heat shrink wrap it, like for the E's, for example, it goes through this heat shrink machine. It's very efficient. In this part of the building, we are walking into where we store all of our glass bottles, whether it's from Miron or Stoltz or wherever it comes from. Here's where we store some of our seeds that we ship in from around the world. Up in this rack, a lot of our seeds are in this building. We built this whole room. This is 7,000 square feet, and we built it in 2018, 2019, with total clean room capacity. And it's only for pressing seed oil. That's it. So this first little rack here is in process to get more presses put together. Our primary facility for pressing the seed oils is on this table over here. We can adjust to do several different seeds at once. We can do 3 presses on one side, 3 presses on the other. On the other side of the table, we can do 3 and 3 as well. So there's a total of 12 presses on here. Traditional cold expeller presses, which are pressing billions of dollars a year of seed oils, do significant damage to the oil because there's a 10-second grinding, shearing, pressing that harms the molecules of the oil. You can tell right away the difference between the oil that comes out of here that is literally a fraction of a second to remove the oil out of the seed. Its color, taste, texture, everything. Shelf stability, efficacy in the body, bioavailability. So it stays stable. Is better bioavailability, shelf stability, color, taste, texture, everything is dynamically different. And that is the secret behind these particular presses. So we bring seeds from around the world, primarily from India, which has the richest soil and the best quality organic. We've tested seeds from everywhere and nothing comes close to what comes from India. Solaris, this is an Ayurvedic blend of 3 different main herbs that are in a combination ratio. That is fully immersed into water. When you put it in, it disappears. It's clove, rosemary, and thyme. The cage where we keep certain different chemicals that we use in the process, and particularly the iodine. This is all USP grade. And if you come over here and take a look in this little room, this is the only one we've actually opened since we've started this whole thing. And in here, you can see those little balls, which is the perfect form of iodine. There's nothing on the earth anywhere like it. All other iodine products have way too much other stuff in them and are not pure. This is super pure. And that's a flake version. That's where Health Canada requires a flake iodine. All the rest are pearls. We just want to get this out to people. The room that we have for all the power in the building, natural gas generator that kicks in immediately whenever we have power out, and so we don't lose any production time. As part of the warehouse, we have 30,000 square feet in this room, and this is where we keep a lot of our excess bottles that we have to fill in the event that we got to build up some serious inventory. Here you see the storage of all the seed cake for the last year that we have pressed. It shows you how much seed we pressed.